is a Prem International School in Chiang Mai. And I'm very happy to have another guest with me here, who I'll be bringing on the stage right now, Miss Tam Fawcett. Hello, Tam. How are you today?
I'm great, Stephen. How are you?
I am well, thank you so much. Um, Miss Tam, as I have done for the others in our summit today and yesterday, I'd love to give you the opportunity to introduce us to Prem. Tell us about what the school means to you and what the campus is like, etc. But then also what brings you to school every day. What's the most important factor that you get excited about coming to school?
Okay, that's it's an easy question, but it's also a very tough question to answer because I'm always confounded to know where to begin to talk about Prem because there is so much to talk about. So let me start by talking about our location. We are at the foothills in northern Chiang Mai. And we are on what we believe to be one of the most beautiful natural campuses in the world. We have over 100 acres of absolute stunning natural beauty around us. So that's certainly one thing that brings us all to work every day is just the ability to live and to work in nature and to hear birds singing and to hear water as we're walking to lunch, crossing stone bridges, etc. It's absolutely really, truly an amazing place to come to work on a daily basis. But the actual curriculum, we were one of the first schools in Southeast Asia to offer all 4 IB programs. So primary years, middle years, the International Baccalaureate Diploma Program, but we also are one of the rare schools that offers the International Baccalaureate Career-Related Program. And I can talk about that a little later if there's time. But one thing about IB is it is generally recognized as the #1 global curriculum, being the gold standard for pre-university entry. On an annual basis, our students attend the top universities in the world. We have a student population of 534 as of last Friday. I haven't checked today. And of that 534 students, approximately 20% of our students are boarders. So our students not only get to come to school during the day, but they also get to live on this beautiful campus if they are a boarder with us. And we offer flexi boarding, which means that we offer boarding for students whose parents might need to travel for the weekend to 5-day to full 7-day-a-week boarding. And so what do those students get to use when they are on our campus, as well as a very extensive weekend program? I'm still referring to the boarders. Our campus, we have an Olympic-sized swimming pool. We have a cricket pitch, one of the rare schools to have a cricket pitch that is a professional standard. We host any major cricket games that are going on in Thailand. We have multiple football pitches. We have a golf academy with a driving range, a tennis academy with 6 tennis courts. We have a music academy. And parents as well can take lessons from the professionals in those academies. And we also have a swim academy. And so lots of options for students to be involved outside of their regular curricular day. As pillars, we really focus on creativity. We actually have a creative director, and he oversees a award-winning artist residency Thailand program. So we bring in about 8 artists a year. They can be artists, they can be philosophers, and they work directly with our students and with our faculty through real authentic learning that's integrating creativity, which is, of course, today, creative and critical thinking with the ever-burgeoning onslaught of AI are really important characteristics for us to develop in children. Sustainability, we are a World Wild Fund Green Flag Eco School, which is is the highest rating that you can get from the WWF. We have, as part of that, we have a farm, a working farm, and we have a forest school. So particularly our younger students in junior school spend time every week at the farm and in the forest, getting to really connect with nature, not just learning about it in books. And for example, our biology class might end up going to the farm, depending on what they're doing. Joyful learning is important to us. We really try to work with students from an individual perspective, as well. Students just being happy and well-being is important from the early years, and also student agency, students being able to have some say in what they want to learn and how they're going to learn that. That's primary importance through us right through to senior school, which is all part of our pastoral program. Our senior school students actually have a dedicated bespoke curriculum in their homerooms every day, where they meet with teachers. And it's a well-known fact that if students are connected to at least one faculty member, they're going to be more successful. And that goes obviously with parent involvement. And we also have a well-being coordinator. That's how important we take student and faculty well-being. Let's see, what else can I tell you? We have 31 student nationalities, 23 faculty nationalities, and 67% of our faculty members hold a master's degree or higher. We just had the International Baccalaureate accreditation team with us 2 weeks ago, and their overarching statement was that there was outstanding teaching and learning happening across all grade levels. So we were very happy to get that affirmation from the IB accreditation team. I think
Fantastic. Well, that's a wonderful introduction. You've done a fantastic job. We do actually have a question about your CP program, about your career program. And so I'd love to, this is the first time we've had a school introduce this particular aspect of IB in here. So I'd love if you give us a little bit more detail, a little more, breadth and depth around that, please.
Certainly. So our CP students do take some of the diploma program classes, but they also have unique classes that focus on career-related goals. We have a partnership with 3 institutions. One of them is SCAD, which is the Savannah College of Art and Design. Another one is SUMAS, which is the Sustainability Management School of Switzerland. And we've just signed on with the World Academy of Sport. And so students who are in the career-related program actually take an online course with one of those institutions, depending on where their desire lies. I think I forgot to mention community being our 4th pillar. So that just triggered my memory. So community on-site, we have very strong parent school community. We have for new parents coming in, we have cultural as well as grade level ambassadors, and the broader community, local broader community, we support through sustainability. We support a local company for sustainable products that we sell on campus. We also have a student-run food bank, but in the broader community, those our CP students, do not residencies, but they have sessions with local providers. For example, if students are interested in hospitality, we have partnerships with the Shangri-La. Our music students do performances at the Anantara's afternoon teas. And then we have this broader, wide-based community with these extraneous colleges that provide students courses in areas of interest through the CP program.
Super cool. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Tell me about, as you're looking forward to the 2024-25 school year and beyond, you've already, I mean, it was kind of a little mind blowing about you've got your farm and your forest school and, your different campus. And, you even said this is the most beautiful campus that you know of.
Yes.
How will the school continue to evolve? How, what's new and what's changing? How will the curriculum develop? Are there additional buildings, those kinds of things? What's on the horizon?
Yes, on the horizon, I would say that one of the main areas of focus is to, we've been here for 21 years, so it's time to start looking at, renovating spaces. We've started that already, so that will be an area of focus, as well as just keeping abreast of educational change. I mean, everything happens so rapidly. Continuing to support our teachers in professional development, and just being able to wisely integrate AI into teaching and learning, because it's not going away. But how do we do that effectively, and ensure that we still have teachers teaching and students learning in a personalized context, because those connections for us are really important, supporting students, and being personable with all of our community is something that's dear to our hearts. So.
Fantastic. Ms. Tam Fawcett, thank you so much for taking time out of your super busy day, I'm sure as the Director of Marketing there at Admissions at Prem. But we're going to move on to your video presentation right now, and I thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Stephen. Bye-bye.
Welcome everybody, my name is Rachel Keys and I'm delighted to be Head of School here at Prem Tinsulanonda International School, or better known in our community just as Prem. Prem is both a day and a boarding school. It's situated in beautiful Chiang Mai in northern Thailand and home to over 500 students, 70 of which are boarding students. At the core of what we do are our 4 key values, and those are creativity, critical thinking, community, and sustainability. And underpinning all of those is the value that we place on meaningful relationships. And the relationships between teachers and students are at the heart of everything that we do. But who better to talk to you more about those than our teachers and community members?
Here at Prem, creativity is guided by what we call the 4 E's. That is that our staff, our educators are committed to engaging our students, getting them excited about their learning, enhancing what they normally do, looking at the curriculum and seeing how they can build on what they've done in the past, and to enliven, to make our learning visible so that it can be shared with our community, to empower our students to become resilient young people.
I love the teaching here, especially in regards to the art. I enjoy theatre as a kind of different mode of class, especially once you get to the IB level. There's a lot of writing and reflecting and analysing that goes into theatre, but I think what the teachers also really understand is that it is a creative subject, and so we are always trying to practice on our feet and work through problems in different ways, and I think that that's really valuable. So I think this double-pronged approach of having the intense academics coupled with the creativity and the fun, just the pure joy that comes from the arts, is just a really great approach.
If you were to come and look round Prem, one of the things you would see is many happy and fulfilled students. So we take great care with each one to find out what they're interested in. We have a full range of extracurricular activities and many rich learning opportunities so that students can really find their passions and their place in the world.
We want to see our students really develop their critical thinking, their ability to problem solve. Our students learn in a way that is not passive, rather it's actively using their hands to engage with the physical world realities, to learn through doing. There is also the after-school Exploria program where our students could be involved in anything from archery to basketball, and there are countless other examples of activities that they might participate in, which they choose themselves.
Students really are challenged in their critical thinking, in their perspective on what they're learning and how they're learning it, and the role that they will play as global citizens moving forward.
Community is that special triangle of three parties, which are the students at the heart, our educators, and also our parent community. And when we can bring all three together, that's what really turns a school into a community. There's a buzz, there's a harmony, and we see a community flourishing.
Prem's a very helpful community. We always look out for each other, even for communities outside Prem. I think that still holds true.
Community is a bit different for me because I'm a boarding student. Community here is basically like my second family. Everyone's like my older sister or younger brother.
Prem really does have an immensely special community. And that's not just our wonderful teachers, it's also the whole team. From our student support staff, to the office staff, to the grounds people, to our kitchen staff, to the housekeepers. We're all part of one team, and our sole purpose is to serve the well-being of our students. And the results of that are quite spectacular.
Sustainability at Prem is really the community working together to use and enhance and be part of the environment that we have here. All the way from our early years students up to our senior students, faculty, parents, their extended family. It's part of everybody who interacts with this campus.
Our students every year engage in a unit of inquiry, which falls under the transdisciplinary theme, Sharing the Planet. Engaging in inquiries under this theme, our students learn about key ideas about sustainability, looking after the earth, about taking action in meaningful ways that empower them both in the short term and the long term.
The younger generation are the key to making sure that sustainability really comes into every single part of life. They are our future, and sustainability really is about ensuring that the future is protected.